Hi, I'm Pranit. In this session, I'm going to explain classes and objects introduction 2. In the last session, I'm explaining about difference between class and structure. So here we'll see more about classes and object. So class is a user-defined data type. Class is a collection of data members and member function. Here, class contains data members and member functions. Data members means variables. Variables contains information. Information is nothing but data. So that's why in the class we call variables as data members, and member functions means functions. Okay. So here we have another definition. Binding data and functions together into a single unit is called class. Okay. Here we'll bind data members and member functions. Okay. So both the data members and member functions we can include in a single class. It is not possible in structures. Okay. In C language structures, it is not possible to mention variables and functions together, but in the class it is possible. So that's why it is called as binding data and functions together into a single unit is called class. Technically, we call it as encapsulation also. Okay. So class is a blueprint. Class is a blueprint. Class is called logical imagination. Okay, class is called imagination. And object. Object is a real-time entity. And the outcome of the class definition is called object. And object is physical representation of class. Okay, so if you see here, the outcome of the class definition is called object. So, and here we have a collection of objects is called class. Collection of objects is called class. If you see the syntax of the class, definition of the class space class name, in the pair of braces data members and member function. So it is same like structure only. Okay. So how to create a object for this class? How will create an object for structure? Structure name space variable. But here no need to use class name. Simply use class name. To create object, use class name space object name. Okay. So there in structures we call this object as variable, and here the data type is 2 words in structure, but in the class the data type is only 1 word, that is class name. Okay. So once I show you one example, you will get clear idea how to create an object and all those things. Okay. So and one more thing is I said in C language in structures we do not have a security for the members present in the structure, but in the class we provide security for the members. Okay. So these data members and member functions both together called as members of the class. Okay. Data members and member functions are called members of the class. So here how to provide a security for the members means here we have access specifiers. Okay. So at this place we write private protected access specifiers to provide security for the class members. Okay. So what are these access specifiers? See, these access specifiers decide how the members of class can be accessed. Means who are eligible to access these class members is decided by the access specifiers. Okay. So how many access specifiers are there? Means there are 3 access specifiers: public, private, protected. These are the keywords present in C++. Okay. So around 60 plus keywords are there in C++. So public, private, protected are the 3 keywords. So what do you mean by public? Means already the meaning itself says public means accessible from outside of the class. Okay. So anyone can access the members, class members, if the class is under public. Okay. If the class members are under public, anyone can access, that is anyone can access from outside of the class, any object or any variable. Okay, and coming to the private, see here it is quite opposite. Members cannot be accessed from outside the class. That means only the members present inside the class can only access these private members. Okay, and coming to the protected, only few members can access. That is also possible by using friend function and inheritance, that we will see later. Okay, so public means from outside of the class we can access. Private means it is accessed only from inside of the class, members. Okay, so once I show example, you will get clear idea. If you see in real world, see here class. What is the class name here? Animal. Animal is the class name, and the objects. If class name is animal and the objects are lion, zebra, giraffe, elephant, crocodile. Okay, so all these are objects. Okay, so these are all animals only. But if you specify clearly, its name is lion, its name is elephant, its name is zebra, okay, its name is crocodile. Okay. So all these are the objects of the animal class. Okay, so that's why collection of objects is called class. Okay, so what is the class name? Animal. So what animal contains? Objects: lion object, zebra object, giraffe object, elephant object, crocodile object. Okay, so these are the objects of the animal class. And coming to the another example, here we have vehicle. See here, what is the class name? Vehicle. So two-wheeler and bus, car, truck, all these are object of this vehicle class. Okay, so these are some of the examples of the class and object. Okay, then how to access class members? So structure members can be accessed by using dot operator, that is variable dot members. Okay, so here also object name, object in the sense variable dot, in the class we have data members, so variable object dot data member, object dot function name. Okay, same like structure only accessing. There we call it as variable in structures, here we call it as object dot member, here we call it as data member. Okay, object dot function name. Okay, so accessing is same. And here I am trying to give one example regarding class and object. If you see once again, class provide definition of an object. That means how an object should be is defined by the class. Okay, so class is logical, class is blueprint, all things you know. Okay, so object, what is object? Whatever the rules defined by the class are the outcomes called instances, that is copies, which are called as object. Okay, whatever the rules defined by the class are the outcomes, means objects are the outcomes of the class, and these are called as copies of the classes, that is instances. Okay, so these are technically called as objects. So object is real and it is physical. Okay, so if you see a real-time example, suppose you need a mobile, you need a best mobile. Okay, you went to one mobile shop, there you will go and you will ask show one best mobile, and the shop executive will say, will ask what is the best mobile in your mind, in your view, what is the best mobile? At that moment you will start thinking, that is imagination, means you are defining in your mind. So the best mobile must contain best camera, best screen, okay, best RAM and slow motion video. Okay, so what you did in your mind, you have defined best mobile should contain these kind of properties. Okay, so that imagination, that kind of imagination is that kind of imagination is called class. Okay, so class is imaginary. Since still it is in your mind, then shop executive will show these are the mobiles we have according to your imagination. Okay, so shop executive will show these are the mobiles that we have according to your thinking, according to your imagination, according to your features. These kind of mobiles we have a Samsung mobile according to your features, Apple, okay, Redmi. So these are the mobiles available according to your imagination. He will show. Okay, so whatever you defined in your mind, so whatever the rules present in the class are the outcomes of the objects, that are the sample pieces. Okay, so in the beginning what you did, you started thinking, you started imagination. Okay, you started thinking. So now the outcomes, the rules, whatever you defined in your mind, now they are showing in real. Okay, so these are the outcomes, that is nothing but objects. These are the sample pieces of your imagination. Okay, so whatever the rules defined by the class are the outcome of these sample devices called objects. Okay, in the beginning what you did, you started imagination, thinking. Okay, thinking in your mind. Okay, so you are defining class there, you are defining class. Okay, so finally what output you got? You got several pieces of same imagination. Okay, so these are the objects, these are outcomes of the class, these are the outcomes of the class. That's why class is called imagination, class is called logical, objects are physical. Okay, so the representation of class is called object. Clear? Clear. Class is called imaginary, class is called logical, object, the outcomes of the class are called objects. Object is real time, where we can touch and feel. Okay, objects are physical. Okay, so many times I have explained class is logical and object is real. Okay, so if you see here, so mobile is the class. According to my explanation, mobile is the class and Samsung, Redmi, Apple are the objects of this class. Okay, so object 1, object 2, object 3. Clear? So initially I have started imagination, that is called classes. Okay, so shop executive shown me these kind of pieces available according to my imagination. So this is called objects. Okay, whatever the features, whatever the rules defined in my mind are the outcomes, which are nothing but objects. Okay, so that's why objects are the instances of class, means copies of the class. Okay, objects are the copies of the class and collection of objects is called class. See this figure, the engineer will draw sketch for only one room and remaining all rooms are constructed according to that particular sketch. So based on customer interest and Vastu, some modification changes are done, but sketch that is blueprint is same for all rooms present in available. The blueprint will be same for all the rooms in the apartment. Okay, so this blueprint is called class and other rooms which are constructed according to this blueprint are called object. Therefore class is collection of objects, class is logical. Okay, object is real time. Okay, so dear viewers, if you have any doubts, please watch again to get clear idea about class and object. Okay, definitely you will get understand. Classes and objects are very important topics there you will get again in Java and Python. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please share to your friends. Please subscribe my channel to get new updates and new notifications. Thank you.